Welcome back to the weekly Arizona housing market update. This week of June 2025 has brought big shifts and stable signs. Whether you are in the market to buy or considering selling or just watching for the headline, this is the update that matters. Let's dive into what's really happening in Greater Phoenix and across Arizona real estate this month. Okay, we are specifically going to look at foreclosure number, what is the seller situation right now, how many of them, how much inventory on the market, and what is the sale report that we are going to see. All right, everything is included in this video. And if you are not be able to see the entire video, feel free to watch to look at the website that I have here. You can scan the code here or just simply go to the website called magicalsuccessrealty.com, where I have the market update here section. And here you go. The most recent update of June 9 is on here. All right, let's dive right into the data that I have to show you. Okay, foreclosure. All right, this is the number that a lot of people are asking me about. With the current market is so slow, whether this foreclosure increase or not. Okay, the short answer is still low. Okay, but it's climbing, it's going up. Okay, so let's start with something that haven't talked about since 2020. uh, right, so the number in May 2025, 389 new notices of trustee sale were issued in Maricopa Park County. That is actually up from 315 of the same time last year, right? 73 residential trustee deeds were recorded, almost double in May 2024. And that is the highest monthly count since before the pandemic. Okay. While this is nowhere near the 4,000 plus a month levels of a Great Recession's area time, it's a trend worth watching. Okay, because obviously we see a lot of increase, right? The new notice is also increased. The trust DDs is also increased. I actually talking with someone, with another agent, another partner that another agent, the one that I have a chance to work with. She's actually dealing with financial distress right now already. So a lot of people, especially um, mm, with the non-stable income work like us, right, is very struggling with the current economic right now. So definitely something that was watching. Okay. Um, and the next slide, we're gonna show with you the key insight. Some of the key insight is that like a highest monthly count, more homeowners are struggling with foreclosure, slower resale market, and oversupply, causing a lot of problem for a lot of sellers. Because even if they are in the financial distress, right, and they try to sell, they cannot sell. That's simple. It's slow right now. Okay, but it's still, remember, it's still at the manageable level. Okay, what it suggests is that more homeowners are struggling to sell in time to avoid foreclosure, likely due to slower resale market and oversupply in certain areas. Still manageable is the bottom line. Okay, definitely I will be continue watching the foreclosure rate. If is something going up crazily high again, I will report that to you right away. Okay, what is next? Okay, what are we going to look at next, which is a comfort market index? Okay, we realize that it's still slipping, but at a much slower rate. Okay, this week we have about three cities that in the sellers market, 8 cities that in the balance market, and 6 cities that in the buyers market. Okay, it's very similar to last week, to be honest with you, very similar to last week. But here's the fact. Okay, 2 out of the 3 sellers market right here is very weak already, and it could go to the balance market anytime. Okay, I'm sorry. I think the slide is a little bit all over the place, but let me go down here. Talking about live stream, right? And the slide is not represent the right information, the right order. Okay, so this week we actually average drop of all the cities of all the area is 3.1%. 3.1%. Now here's the significant. Last week is actually dropped 3.5%. Previous week is actually 4.1%, and the week before is 4.5%. So obviously you see it's still dropping, but it's at a much slower rate of dropping. Okay, 5 cities actually improved for the sellers compared to 4 last week, but we still have 12 cities continue to favorable the buyers. Okay, some of the information, some of the area that is reduced very quickly, which is Scottsdale, Phoenix, Glendale, Gilbert, and Chandler area. Those are used to be the king, right? Now it's dropping also faster than everyone else. Thousand Hills is still one of the top for the sellers market. Maricopa is actually beating Buckeye right now. Maricopa and Buckeye is right now is going upward. It's still in the buyer's market, by the way, but it's going upward toward the seller instead of going downward to the buyer's market. Okay. Quake Creek just slipped into the buyer's market territory this week. Like I said, a lot of change. A lot of people, a lot of cities keep dropping. Okay, so we're definitely gonna continue watching the Comfort Market Index, which you're probably aware that is the a very reliable source of real estate produced by um, the Comfort Associate in Arizona for Arizona people. So I really like the way that they analyze the data, and very easy to understand as well. Okay, so before we talk about supply, there's one topic that I want to come back that the slide is actually all over the place. I'm not sure why. Sorry about that. All right. So here is the buyer. Okay. The buyer might right now be asking for more. And the key, they getting it. Okay. What happens if they ask and they don't get it? Then what's the point of asking, right? But in this today market, it has been proven that we actually see the buyer getting for what they asking for, which is very good the for the buyer. Okay, so here's in this market, sellers, because what are they asking? Okay, they are asking for interior painting, they're asking for window replacement, new AC system, even bathroom remodel, reframe the closet. Those are the things that one of the 5 examples that the buyer is asking for. In general, right? As the survey come up with, my buyer is also asking for 3% closing cost concession, the roof to be replaced, the pool equipment to be repaired, right? A lot of things that, oh, there's one house that they even agreed to replace the sewer system, they replace the electrical panels, they repair the pool equipment, which is all, well, it's not a good house, right? It's not a good house as of condition right now. But because the seller know that, they agree to repair everything. Okay, otherwise they're not going to be able to sell, and my buyers get the advantage of that by, okay, even though it scare away a lot of buyers, my buyers going to get a brand new house, well, almost brand new, right? Brand new house, with all the everything is already taken care of by the seller. Okay, so uh so these are the uh so how is normally work, right? Seller accept, getting the full price, and the buyers get their upgrades finance, and the average sale price stay higher than the market fundamentals must justify. Okay, don't be fooled. Okay, appraisers are noting price softening in their report, and this inflated pricing effect has a limited shelf life. What does that mean? Some of the seller some of the contract basically just, instead of reducing the price, they just asking for those terms. Okay, and that create a wrong information about the market. People think the price is still high, but in other words, the seller is actually paid $1,000 uh, to help the transaction pay to help the transaction close, right? Otherwise, it's not never got closed. Now, those are the transaction that is not real. That is, you know, only the thing that they can see, which is the full price. No one can know when a transaction closes what does the seller already fix in the house and how much it costs, right? So when they see the number close at a high price, they, okay, the market is still high. Don't be fooled for that. Okay, here's the fact. Here's the fact, and you have to listen. Beside repair, you always have to ask for purchase price reduction and seller cost concession. Okay, those are the things that you negotiate upfront. During a contract, you actually have 3 times to negotiate. Number one, everything about pricing upfront. Number two, prepares during the inspection period, and appraisal during the appraisal time. Now, I don't have time to talk about those strategy in today market video update. But if you're interested, feel free to give request a private conversation with me, and more than happy to share with you the information. Okay. Well, we're already talking about a comfort market update, so let's go right into the supply. Okay. As we see, the supply is dropping. Okay, the supply is dropping. Now motivation is also dropping. Okay, new listings are finally trending down. That means no more new sellers on the market. I know inventory is still 26,000 homes available on the market right now every day, but the new homes getting on the market is very low. Okay, both, here's a note, both in Arizona and national. Okay, now why? Why the seller are holding off, waiting for a better time, waiting for a better time? They are aware, they already know that, okay, based on someone who do the market update, right? They are aware that this market favors buyers. So, and many don't want to compete in a softening environment. Okay, so that's the reason why they do not want to put their house on the market, but instead they put their house under renting condition. Okay, so here's the projection. Supply will likely fall gradually through the summer. Okay, no longer 25, 26, but maybe 21, 22, then rise again in the fall. Rise again in the fall. Less inventory could ease price drop, but only if the demand recovers, which so far it hasn't. Okay, so the reason why the fall is going back is that, I mean, after a long time, some sellers do need to sell, and they're gonna decide to sell on the market. And the summer is normally the worst time to list in Arizona, right? No one here in state, everyone travel, a lot of vacation going on. That's the reason why it's not a hot market. Well, it's a hot condition, but it's not a hot market to sell in the summer. Okay, all right. Hopefully the demand going to be better as well to help with the with the price. Because if the demand is not recovering, is not recovered, then the price is not going to go down. Okay, so hopefully that's going to be the case. All right, what is the May sale number? Okay, we already talking about some of the information about foreclosure and supply and Comfort Market Index. Let's talk about some real statistic number. Okay, and this number is depend on relying on the affidavit of values in Maricopa County, and that is the newest number, even though it's May. But we need Maricopa County takes a couple of time to report those numbers to us. Okay, the total sales in May is 7,997, actually down 10% from last year and 6% from April. Okay, new homes 1,499, down 4.6% year over year and 6.8% compared to April. Resale is also down 11% and compared to previous year and 5.8% compared to April. Every single number of sale on the market dropping. Okay, but here's the twist. Here's the twist. What about price? What do you think about price? Even though the sale number dropped, what do you think about the price? Okay, here's the number. The overall median, meaning including new homes and resale homes, right? 485,000 is up 2.1% compared to previous year and 5.2% compared to April of 2025. New homes, 520. It's a little bit drop, 0.1% compared to previous year, but it's increased 7.2% compared to April 2025. Again, why do we compare to April 2025? Because this is the number of May 2025. Okay, resale home, 471,000. Okay, 2.5% increase compared to previous year and 3.9% compared to previous months. Okay, despite lower sale volumes, median price rose sharply from April, again, partly due to higher price home and incentive like builder-funded rate buyouts. Okay, those are the reason why the price is still high. Okay, some people think that this is a number, but it's actually behind this number. The seller already contribute a lot to the closing cost support, to the repairs that the buyers want in the transaction that no one knows. Okay, the second notice that I want to point out is that the resale home is much less expensive than a new home. As you see here, the average resale home is only 471, but the median new homes price is 520. That is $50,000 difference. Okay, so when you buy a brand new house, even though it's nice, even though it looks good, but you also have to look at the number. If you are a number guy, you're probably gonna choose the resale home based on this. But 50,000 is not a small number. Well, it's just a fun fact that I want to try to compare. Okay, what about the luxury market? Okay, let's talk about luxury market again. Okay, May was a monster month for Arizona luxury sale. 91 homes closed, over 3 million. Those are the three homes that over 3 million, the highest May on the record. Okay, that's actually 18% increase from last year, with the average sale price of 5.1%, 4.4% increase compared to previous year. 27 homes sold for $5 million plus, including over $30 million, the second most expensive ever in Arizona. Okay, the luxury is thriving thanks to obviously stock and cryptos rebound, and maybe they scare, right? They want to cash out right away when it's go up and then buy homes right away. But what about homes under 1 million? Different story. Sales in the segment fell 6% year over year. Okay, Maricopa County overall down 8% year over year, while Pinal County was up 3%. Okay, those are some numbers that we record. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching today's videos. This is the final takeaways from the bios. You have more power. I already said this for about 5 or 6 um, um, videos already, but I'm going to continue talking about it. You have more power than you had in years. So use it. Ask for repairs, ask for upgrades, ask for credit, ask for the price reduction. Sellers are listening, they're more open to negotiate. Okay, if you're shopping for under 1 million, you can negotiate with confidence, period. Okay, so try to get the best deal as much as possible. For the seller, price right on day one. Don't expect movement. Okay, don't expect people are gonna flood into your house without doing anything with overprice. Be ready to offer more than just a clean house. Buyers want value. If you are in the luxury, you're in a sweet spot. for now. Okay, if you are like 3-5 million, is still a good time to sell right now. But if you're less than 1 million, those are my advice. Okay, price right, prepare your home correctly. Here's a tip for investor that I haven't had for a long time. Foreclosure are creeping back. Okay, keep an eye on just these sales and keep an eye on my market video market update. I will continue informing you the information. If you're interested in receiving, um, the market update for free every week, feel free to scan the QR code and get the update. Okay, thank you so much everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time.